What's going on, guys? HotSauceZee here. Just going to do a quick run through. Today I'm drinking my coffee. It's my birthday, and Battlefield has blessed me with the birthday gift of what's behind me here. Battlefield 2042 Update 3.1 patch notes. This is going to be a pretty good one here, actually. Let's just kind of go through it, I guess. This is going to be kind of a longer form. I put up a short. If you don't want to watch this, like, go watch the short thing. It hits the highlights. But I figured I might as well sit here and bullshit with y'all and make a YouTube video real quick, essentially. Anyways, let's get into it. So, Update 3.1 is coming tomorrow, December 9th. I'm recording this today on December 8th, obviously. And the biggest thing that's coming is, I mean, they mentioned improvements to bullet hit registration consistency right off the top here. That's real good. The second thing, balance changes for bullet dispersion and recoil. So they're nerfing suppression. They're nerfing spread and like bloom or whatever. Like the weapons are going to disperse less starting tomorrow with update 3.1. So super exciting. I mean, we're always fighting people in this game at distances of like 30 to 50 meters, it seems. And like the spread is just too much. It's still a little bit too much. The last patch made it better. I think this one is going to make it even better. So we're going to be getting closer and closer to like how the game felt in the beta, which I think is fantastic because you could beam people in the beta, and it was awesome. They go on to say that they're doing balance changes to ground vehicle 30mm, 40mm, and 57mm cannons to reduce their effectiveness against infantry. So, bolt users cry, I guess, basically. They're not going to be completely ineffective. Like, if you're a bolt user, like, you're still going to be able to use the guns. What they're doing, they go on and, hold on, let me find it. Here it is. Here's where they break it down. They're changing the rate of fire, so they're making them fire a little bit slower from 350 to 330. The heat per bullet is 0.13 to 0.14, so the weapons are going to heat up faster. The heat drop per second is 0.5 down to 0.475, so a slight decrease there, which, again, it just changes it where the weapon's just going to stay hotter. You're not going to be able to fire it as much. And then blast damage is reduced from 20 to 18. So it's not like a massive nerf, but hopefully it will be enough that like it doesn't cause such a big issue. Unfortunately, in this patch, they're not mentioning anything about like the rubber banding issue, like where you just get rooted into the ground from the splash damage from like the Nightbird or these weapons. So that's kind of a bummer. Maybe they haven't gotten that locked down yet, unfortunately. So we gotta, I guess, keep waiting on that. But at least they're going to be less effective while you're rooted to the ground. But let's jump back up to the top here. A fix for a rare bug where a player could appear invisible into enemies. That's good. Fixes for several bugs related to grenades and launchers. Good. Improvements to the menu flow for Xbox players to make it easier to opt out of crossplay. Again, good. They're improving audio as well. They're going to focus on improving clarity, distance, and directional perception. So really, really good. Big thing I wanted to point out here, that like the biggest thing coming with this, I think, is probably mentioned actually down here. This is going to be, they don't really mention it up there except for the spread. I did want to bring this up though. Again, here's the two paragraphs we're interested in, or the 2 bullet points, I should say. They've adjusted the dispersion values for most weapons, which results in a faster dispersion decrease when tap firing or doing short bursts. So, the spread is just going to be more manageable. And they've adjusted dispersion increases for most weapons. It now takes slightly longer for weapons to become overly inaccurate in sustained fire, which, again, is good. So now it sounds like we're getting to the point where, okay, we can burst fire, we can tap fire, hopefully somewhat more successfully, because like literally right now it does pretty much nothing. And a lot of people that know what they're talking about have done tests on this and found, like, specifically that bursting and all of that does tap firing. It does nothing right now. So this is going to help that. They've adjusted some recoil values to get rid of some aggressive recoil jumps for AK-24, LCMG, PKP, SFAR-M, and PP-29. Here's another big one. They've improved the hip fire accuracy for all the SMGs to make them better stand out from other automatic weapon archetypes. So SMGs are going to actually start to maybe have a little bit of a role to themselves. Right now, ARs and SMGs feel very similar. So this is, I think, another really good change. We're seeing a lot of like really good gunplay changes coming with 3.1. Additional improvements to recoil control for all weapons, more specifically automatic weapons. So again, things are going to get a little bit more beamy. I know some people are going to get upset about that because they don't think the guns should be lasers like Herder, This Is Battlefield, tap fire, burst fire. I see that a lot in my comments. Here's the deal, guys. Like I said earlier, tapping and bursting really did nothing. You just are experiencing placebo. They really don't do a lot right now, and I think this patch is going to help that. And then final big thing here is some big breakthrough changes coming. We all know the issues with Kaleidoscope, Hourglass, and Orbital, that final capture point that's up on the roof. They are indeed removing that rooftop point from all 3 of those maps. That's not going to be the last sector anymore. We're moving to where it looks like Kaleidoscope. There's now going to be 2 capture objectives at the bottom in Breakthrough Large, which is what most people are going to play. Breakthrough Small is not really a thing unless you do Portal, I believe. Orbital rooftop capture objective has been removed. Now there's just going to be a single final flag, and that's going to be at the bottom in Breakthrough. And then Hourglass, it's going to be very similar, single capture objective in that last sector. And yeah, no more rooftop fights, no more needing to take the hovercraft and glide it up the side of thing and just hope you can get it to work. So hopefully that's going to get at least somewhat more playable. You know, I mean, it was just a mess. But yeah, that's update 3.1. Some good changes coming in. I try to run it through it as quickly as I could. That's coming tomorrow, December 9th. And this is actually going to be the final update for 2021. There will not be another update until 2022. DICE likes to take a pretty extended holiday, and so this will be the last big update for 2021. So I would expect sometime January, February, actually, we'll probably get rolling again with updates. I'm not sure how soon they expect to get started again, but usually there's a pretty good little gap here around the holidays. So we got to hope that they don't break anything major with update 3.1, because it is going to be a bit until they can get in here and fix things, because they will take time off. That's what they've done historically. That's what they did in Battlefield 5, and that's what they're going to do here as well. And those devs deserve a break too. I mean, I get it. The game is in a bad state right now. It is getting better, and this patch is going to help it get better. But I mean, those devs, they're people too, and they need a break. They need to be able to spend the holidays with their family, all that kind of stuff, just like we want to do. So, I mean, we need to grant them that and not get too mad about them taking the holidays off, regardless of what state the game is. Work-life balance is very, very important. But anyways, what's the most exciting change for you guys? Like, what are y'all feeling like is the best thing here? I mean, for me personally, I'm the most excited about the gunplay changes. I'm an infantry player, so I think that's going to be kind of the best thing for me. Again, it's a lot of good changes here, and so yeah. Anyways, let me know down in the comments like what your concerns are, if there's any. Let me know if there's something you're excited about in particular, and I will see you guys next time or out there on the battlefield. Take it easy.